find his way out of a gay man's ass. The road ahead is filled with danger and fright, but push onward, Lemmy Winks, with all of your might.
South Park: Stick of Truth. Sure, this game has been reviewed already by many people on the interweb, but fudge 'em. This is my review.
The Sparrow Prince lies somewhere way up ahead. Don't look back, Lemmy Winks, or you'll soon be dead. Lemmy Winks, the time is growing late. Slow down now and seal your fate.
I don't have a big budget, just my voice and some game footage. Let's get to the point. Is this game for you? Well, that can be answered simply, are you a South Park fan? Well, if your answer is yes, then you have to buy this. If no, then I would say you're better off spending your money on something else. Or just wait for a pre-owned copy of the game.
I believe we are facing a threat to our entire world. Our only hope is for our two factions to join forces. Tonight, we are no longer elves, goths, or girls. Tonight, we fight as one!
Fuck that! We do not team up with fucking elves!
Only good elf is a dead elf.
Why don't you suck my elven dick, Butters?
Not that it's a bad game, it's just not a great game. It is okay/good game, based on a great Comedy Central series. Heck, it's South Park. I'm a huge South Park fan. Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Whatever they touch seems to turn into a success. Okay, maybe not the basketball movie, but they have made their own Broadway show, The Book of Mormons. This show got great reviews from critics. If you haven't watched the Broadway show, and you're maybe a broke-ass kid, I suggest you watch season 7, all about the Mormons. It's not their Broadway show, but it's a good laugh about the Mormons, so I suggest you watch that.
Powers were too strong. The bard, he's up in one of the rooms. They took Princess Keene. They took her upstairs. I'm sure they're gonna rape her. Don't let them rape Princess Keene.
Okay, back to the game review. I'm forgetting I'm reviewing a game and not the cartoon series. That's the problem, you see. I guess a part of me wasn't playing this game to play a game. I was playing this game to watch South Park and to be part of South Park. And well, this game does a great job of making you feel part of the South Park universe. Sure, we had previous South Park games on PlayStation, Nintendo, Dreamcasts, Sony consoles, but none of these games had the makers from South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, writing the story behind them games.
You guys go ahead.
The game follows the adventures of the kids when they're dressed up as Lord of the Ring characters. You know the episode with the porn video? With the kids protecting the video from the 8th graders? Or was it the 6th graders? I can't remember. Okay, you might remember the more recent episode of the kids and the console war with the Xbox One and the PS4. Anyways, back to the review. We start the game with you designing your character. You're a new kid in the South Park, and the story follows. You get to choose from a thief, warrior, a mage, or a Jew. You get to unlock Timmy, Butters, Stan, Carl, and Cartman. Oh yeah, and Kenny, Princess Kenny. Each of them have their own strengths. Me personally, I chose Carl, only because he had a super strong ability to attack all the characters on the screen with his army of arrows. I like the arrows, they're pretty strong. The only downer here I could point out is that you only get to choose 2 party members at a time. So basically that means you and another South Park character. Shame. I would have loved a bigger party with bigger battles, but this doesn't exist. The game itself is a turn-based game. Similar to Mario RPG, you have to time your attacks in order to execute a high damage. You have your usual healing items and equipable weapons. You have a life bar, aka a HB magic bar, in short PP, and also something else called a mana bar. This is basically a bar telling you how much farts you have left. Pah, South Park makers. They could get away with anything, that's what I love about them. Graphically, well sir, this is just like the show. I love the games, it has a colour palette, and this game is based on the cartoon, looking identical to the cartoon. It's perfect. It really worked well graphically. I guess as a reviewer I should tell you about the negative points. Well, firstly I have to say, the game's option menu kinda sucks. It's dull looking and slow moving between the screens. But most probably you're thinking, who cares? Well, I cared, since the game had me go through the menu every 5 minutes equipping the next best weapon or armor or glove. It got annoying. I found that I spent a quarter of my gaming experience fiddling around the menus. Well, not a quarter of the game, but heck, a lot of the time, constantly menu after menu.
Kenny, how badly did they rape you?
I can't get through. The door appears to be enchanted, so I can't turn the knob.
You can't hold the doorknob, Bard. That's cheating. Yeah, I can. I have the stick of truth, which means I control the universe, and I say holding the doorknob is okay. Ah! Can he do that?
He has a stick of truth, he can do what he wants.
Damn it!
The game is short. I beat it in 12 hours, and that's 100% completed. Some may think this is a negative thing. I don't. I prefer shorter games. I got plenty of games to get through. I would rather have quality over quantity. Another negative point is that there's no Towley. Where the hell is he? I love freaking Towley. I guess another negative thing I could say about the game is the lagging. Sometimes the game drops frame rates. This occurs mostly when you're exploring South Park and you're going between screens. It's quite noticeable. The control for the game, well, if I'm honest, it feels a bit too much. Almost every single button on the PlayStation controller did something. Even a simple accidental touch of the L1 and the option menu would appear. You know, if I was the makers of the game, I would have made it a bit more simpler. Simplicity is complexity. Well, I talked about the negative points. I guess as a reviewer, my mission is complete.
Whore! Weirdo! Ginger! Foreskin! Bullcrap! Christian! Alcoholic! Not very good wiener! Piece of crap! Asshole! Fuck yeah!
I wasn't biased as I'm a South Park fan. That aside, this game is a must-buy for any South Park fan. It was like watching the season of South Park unfold. I guess this would be the closest thing I would get to being on the show. I really did feel part of the South Park world. Trey Parker and Matt Stone did an amazing job. Shame the game developers could have done a better job, but either way, this is a turn-based game with a classic RPG elements which we all love, well, if you're an RPG fan, and it's in a South Park universe. What more can I say?